This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the BioMaryland booth at Bio International in Philadelphia 2015. I have with me Benjamin Wu, the Deputy Secretary of Maryland's Department of Business and Economic Development. Welcome to SNNLive.
Oh, thank you, Shelley. It's great to be here.
It's good to have you. So we're at a pretty big event. We're standing in the middle of the Maryland booth. Let's talk about what you do and what's going on here at BioMaryland.
Well, thanks for being here as part of Bio 2015 International Conference. This is a terrific opportunity for Maryland as a state and our partners within Maryland, our businesses, our universities, our economic development offices to really showcase all of that Maryland has to bring to the life sciences community and to the industry. This booth here is I think it's our over second decade in participation, and it's a terrific collaboration with industry, with government, and academia to be able to bring together all of our stakeholders and also to meet others within the industry, internationally and nationally, to be able to say that Maryland is open for business and continues to be one of the top biosciences and life sciences places to do business in the country.
You know, I just want to tell you, it seems that Maryland has an advantage over almost every other state in the union because the NIH is in Maryland,
right.
The FDA is in Maryland, Washington, D.C. So how do you parlay that into having companies come into Maryland?
Well, Shelley, there's no question that companies want to be in close proximity to the federal agencies that work on life sciences, not just in terms of the research, but also on the regulatory side. So NIH, the National Institutes of Health, the Food and Drug Administration, the National Institutes of Standards and Technology, even the military bases that do life sciences work, like Fort Detrick with vaccinations, and a number of the other federal facilities that we have in Maryland are a strong attraction for Maryland to be the headquarters for companies and where companies want to be to do the research, to be able to collaborate with those federal partners. But it's not just our federal facilities. It also includes our academic institutions. Johns Hopkins University receives the most federal funding of any university in the country. Another gem in our national research university network is the University of Maryland. The University of Maryland, with its incomparable facilities, our state's flagship campus, also boasts a very strong research presence within the state, but also nationally. And we are the birthplace of a number of emerging companies that started out small with the idea that they could create a life science product that could not just help the nation, but also grow jobs and stir economic development within the state. So we have, I think you're right, Shelley, an incomparable number of assets that we've been able to couple together that make Maryland one of the strongest places for life sciences to do business in the country.
And I have to mention also, I look at Maryland as a vertical operation. You know, here you get out of the university's tech transfer and they become commercialized. But I've also interviewed some very young people that come in high schools and they're developing and winning these BioMaryland Challenger Awards. I mean, you're literally from a high school kid to MedImmune. It doesn't get any better than that.
Well, Shelley, you're referring to the two BioGenius Award winners that I just had the pleasure and the privilege of giving them awards just recently. And these are two kids that, because they've been in Maryland, they've been able to see the ecosystem that we've created and develop ideas that they would like to incubate into a potential business or a research opportunity. And one of the award winners, a high school kid, sought out another Maryland company that was an hour away and went over to their lab every weekend to conduct this kind of research. And it's just amazing the kind of initiative that this generation of students are having. And it's, I think, partly because of the fact that they're in Maryland, they've been able to see the successes of some of the other companies and also be able to tap into the assets that the state has. And so we are cultivating this next generation of scientists scientists and entrepreneurs here in Maryland, not just at the K through 12 level, but also at the university level. We see it also in the number of postdocs that come to NIH, to NIST, to FDA and other places. And these are people who are from outside of the state, and we like to be able to keep them here in Maryland and to be able to grow and to be able to build their careers. And so it's just another asset that the state has, is being able to attract people from across the country to come to Maryland and to be able to start up a business.
Not only that, but I look at it like you're a jobs factory. You know, where are all these graduates going? You know, you're keeping them home in Maryland. They're getting jobs at some of the top biotech companies in the world. So would you just comment on that, if you would?
Well, Shelley, it's not just bringing them here, it's also keeping them here. And that's why Governor Hogan has made economic development and job creation his top priority within his administration. And so in just 4 months, we've been able to have just the highest number in the past 5 years of job growth. We'd like to continue to sustain that, but the way to sustain that is to be able to keep the best and the brightest here in Maryland. So for those who pass through either because of schooling or through a postdoc or just because they thought that this is a great place to do business, we want to keep them here by giving them the incentives, being able to bring in the quality of life and the attraction that will necessitate that they remain in Maryland. And in doing so, we can have continued prosperity for the state economically. And so it's a wonderful synergy. But I think the key to Maryland's success, irrespective of the facilities and the education opportunities that people have, is the people, and being able to keep the best people and the quality people, and also creating a quality of life that will continue to attract them to come and enjoy themselves while they're in the state, is also very helpful and necessary in order to grow our economy.
Ben, if you would, please give us your website so we can send some traffic your way.
Oh, well, thank you, Shelley. Our website is www.choosemaryland.org. Also, you can go to the BioMaryland website and get some more specific information about the life sciences industry as well.
So I'm just going to add one more thing. I always ask everyone I interview from Maryland, why Maryland?
Well, I think we touch upon it all, Shelley. It's really the assets, the people, and also the proximity that attracts people to come to Maryland. I think if you have a chance to talk to the folks around the BioMaryland Pavilion, you'll see that Maryland is really an attractive place for them to live, to play, and to work. We see it not just within the folks within the state or even domestically. We're also seeing that internationally. We've met with several international delegations that are attracted to Maryland for direct foreign investment, but also they're eager to help Maryland with its export promotion opportunities as well. And our Maryland companies are as well, too, to not just think locally, but also to think globally. So this is a great opportunity to be here at the Bio 2015 International Conference, to be able to find good partners and to collaborate with, and also to find synergies that will make our life sciences industry continue to grow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin Wu, Deputy Secretary, Maryland Department of Business and Economic Development. I'm Shelley Craft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the BioMaryland booth at Bio International in Philadelphia 2015. Ben, thanks so much.
Thank you, Shelley. Appreciate it.